Mr. Mega Encounter, is it true that 4,927 kobolds will be run by you? That's right, today, Horde, we talk about Mr. Mega Encounter, the game RPG series that you have come to love more than any other. Terrible Game Masters returns, brought to you by Raw Immersive Games. Check us out, like us on Facebook. Check out the shop and get your official Barbarian Horde t-shirt today. You can't go out lopping people's heads off without my face on your chest. You know you want it. You know you need it. You know you're going to click buy it now, right now. But before we get there, we are going to talk about a terrible Game Master. And you may have seen this guy, Mr. Mega Encounter. Now, what Mr. Mega Encounter thinks passes for a game is the following. It says there can be 12 billion kobolds in an encounter. Well, guess they'll fight them. That's right. Be prepared for your 17th level characters to fight hordes and hordes and hordes of kobolds. There may or may not be a tremendous trove of treasure to await you. And it will be rolled randomly. Assured that. And it will be rolled randomly after the fact. Mr. Mega Encounter might not even understand what game preparation is. He simply has looked in the book and said, well, I guess they're going to fight 412 orcs tonight. Well, we just killed them fast. Oh, damn it. Oh, lizardmen. Ha ha. 17,000 lizardmen. You're going to kill those fast? This is the kind of game where you play encounters that are just grueling. There's no description of hits and misses. There's 7 points of damage, go. 7 points of damage, go. Missed. 14 points of damage, 4 points of damage, go, 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 go. That is horrifying. It's something I have no interest, inclination, or need to ever, and I mean ever, play a game. I believe the last time I played in one of these games was a guy named Chuck Campbell. Name of Big Funky Daddy Fungo the Fungosaur, the one that need be warded against. Now, this disease-ridden troglodyte ran a horrible, horrible game. But, after all, we're talking about terrible game masters right here, so what would you expect? Praise and adulation? Kudos to the winner? Ha ha ha! You thought wrong. Now, speaking of thinking correctly and getting that thinking cap on, oh, baby, oh, what we're going to talk about is orcs. There was some very terrible backdrop, and for no apparent reason, we start the game off fighting immense amounts of orcs. A bunch of people have made ridiculous characters out of the Complete Humanoids Handbook. We're talking about AD&D 2nd Edition, right after the Complete Humanoids Handbooks came out. And yes, someone made a Fremlin. That's right. when Kinder aren't anywhere near annoying enough for you, make a Fremlin. Now, a Fremlin might seem like a very weak character until you realize that nothing in that encounter can even hurt them at all. There is no way to cause a Fremlin even 1 point of damage from a ton of orcs who have no magic weapons. So, I don't know if that was fun for the person that played the Fremlin, but I don't know if they could possibly have had less fun than I did. I have no idea what I played, and I certainly shouldn't. I was at 15 at the time, I would suppose, up at Scott Tibbleman's Gamers Guild. And this game was brutal. And not brutal like Ravishar just cutting people to death. Not Mad Lupiet. No, it was, oh, good Lord, Tony Schiavone, if you will, baby. It was a bunkhouse, if you will, or maybe an outhouse. Who could know? Who should know, baby? You understand? Well, talk about there was nothing. If you understand what was happening, there was transpiring, if you will, baby. So, when you are a game master, you're lost. You're pushed for time. Do not run a 4, 3, 2, or even push it up on an hour. Under the best of circumstances, the biggest of deals, maybe you can get away with an hour 15. You're pushing it past that, and I'm talking about total duration of a combat. I want slick, smooth narrative, fun combat, and I want to run that as far as I can. I want to have that combat pop and mean something. You never want people just rolling the dice going, 3 damage. Oh, I missed. Oh man, that's stagnant and stank funky, and you don't want to get involved with that. I certainly don't. And if you ever see me in a game like that, you won't see me back another time. That's a guarantee. I can't abide that. So you don't want to do things like that as a game master. Combat isn't a solution for you didn't want to put any work in. It isn't. It's not an acceptable solution. Oh, let me just throw a big combat out there. You see the game master kind of jumbling behind his screen, looking at some encounters. There's nothing to do. Nothing to do. First of all, make NPCs that can be role played. Get your players role playing. That's where the meat is. You can't just throw encounter after encounter after encounter. What is it, Pathfinder Society? And if it is, that's a jack to you, because that's almost not role play, and you don't want to use that. God help you if you're doing worse than that. You don't want to use that as a model. You understand? That's not a model. Watch the AD&D live plays here. Watch Within the Ring of Fire here. Watch the Ember campaign on my man Alex's channel. Watch these games. Watch I Am Zombie with your main man. Watch the old Planescape games with Matt and Dawkins and I. While you watch these games, you understand. That's how you need to play. That's how you need to preserve, protect, and push this hobby forward to that next level. But when you have this sort of laziness, stupidity, a ridiculous aspect, it ruins the game. But what doesn't ruin the game is talking about it, keeping it in public, if you will. And I want to say this was over 400 orcs that were attacking us for no apparent reason. And the game ended with finally defeating the orcs. And he goes, oh, we'll roll randomly for treasure next time. That's right. We didn't even get any random treasure. But let's face it, that was a blessing. That game was never, to the best of my knowledge, revisited again. I certainly washed my hands of that guy. Washed him like 3 times with some serious antibacterial soap. I might need some lava soap. Who knows? You see what I'm saying, baby? This dude was nasty. But that's something that just can't be abided. So I want to tell you out there, the Horde, don't be lazy. Create role-playing scenarios, situations, NPCs that are interesting and attractive, and make the players have a desire to interact with them and get those combustible elements moving. That's a role-playing game. 400 orcs. And if that's what you think a role-playing game is, oh man, you need to learn, because you need to sit under the learning tree and get schooled, baby. Let me know in the comment box below, what is the worst? What is the worst that you have seen from this type of game master? What's the worst, the terrible? Have you seen 2,000 troglodytes? Have you seen 1,000 lizard men? Have you seen 15 billion kobolds? What have you seen? Tell your main man below. Let's see who has the worst RPG horror story out there. And if you could top my 400 orcs, please do so in the comments below.